Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kundarak for the second installment of our look into the new Dragon's Hand chain released in update 79. 5 quests here in Kundarak. I'm wishing now I'd waited until today to pick up the chain because they've just released this 30% Dragon's Breath discount thing, which I suppose aside from getting more of these jeweler's toolkits I love to hate, I wouldn't have had too much use for these extra points, so they could have been well spent on this. Well spent is debatable, but they could have been spent on acquiring this chain for a little bit less than I purchased it for yesterday. Otherwise, apologies for the way it ended. There's several of you I'm sure we're screaming at your screen. Oh, it's there in the air above you. Can't you see it? The last opponent, particularly you, Dallas, who commented about it. It's just embarrassing that when it happens like that. And I look back on it, I think, bloody hell, it was obvious where it was, wasn't it? But I suppose everything's obvious after the event. Looking back on some of the recording as well, it's quite obvious I haven't played this poor soul for a while. He's been sat at the cap while other of my characters have been doing various things. I never once thought to use the excellent blood tribute, the 10 hit point barrier, which in Reaper would have really helped me out, particularly given the limited healing options I have for this character. For those of you who don't know the barbarian so well, which includes me, I guess, after last time, this is it's a bit like some of the warlock like stanch type abilities. Similar thing in that each time we use it, we have a penalty. You can see there a stacking penalty to our con, so we do begin to penalize our total hit point figure through heavy use, but in the short term, for keeping us up, giving us a nice barrier. I think it's 510 hit points it gives when you're at the cap. So that could have been really instrumental in surviving better, like in that end fight against the dragon, for instance. Something else I didn't mention, apart from in the comments section, with the update 79 finally came the long-awaited ability to craft up to level 33 and 34 in the Canith crafting, or I guess it's called magical essence crafting now, but to any of us who've been around for any length of time, it will remain Canith crafting, I'm sure. Personally, I really don't make that much use of it. Some sort of swapping trinkets I've got Canith crafted. I'm not going to bother to recraft them to 34. This one is the Sonic defense thing for the screaming dinos. It's the only thing that's not really covered by these excellent Mythdrana boots that a lot of us wear now at the cap, with all the 4 common absorptions on them. But no, other than that, sort of swapping trinket type stuff, I don't do too much with the Canith crafting type stuff. Okay, so on the menu today, we did quest number 1 and 2. I'm gonna have a go at showing you 3 and 4. So this one, as I mentioned, has a fire dragon and takes place inside a casino. It's an interesting setting. It's easy to get
You find yourself in the
sidetracked, particularly by the number of NPCs and optional objectives and things, so I'm going to try not to do that. So again, our dragon's disappeared. This is the dragon.
Then casts a spell to adopt a less threatening humanoid form.
And I should point out that unlike some of the previous ones, there's no long preamble here. You just do a quick speaking and you're straight in.
Hoping it would bring him good luck. Clearly, that was
So
not
let's
the
do
case.
our
He promises to give you his deck in exchange
bits and
for your help
pieces
getting
here
his lost treasure hoard back.
in the relative calm of the entrance hall.
You enter into a small reception area adorned with expensive art and
So as
finery.
far as I can
The
tell, without getting
receptionist smiles
sidetracked
at
with
you
the optional
expectantly.
things that would have me in here for
Perhaps
God
she can
knows how
point you
long,
toward the members' lounge the dragon
there
told
are
you
just
about.
two
The
main
receptionist says the bouncer guarding the
objectives,
members' lounge
and they are
can be found
helpfully
at the back of the
highlighted
main hall,
in
up a
red
flight of stairs.
in this
You enter the main hall. Patrons
chamber. Can you
stand
see there?
transfixed at the
Hadar
gambling machines that line the
and
walls.
Fanria.
In the back of
And
the
these
room, you see a
two, we
grand
need to
staircase.
cater to
Your
their...
destination.
Oh, hang on, we need to go up the stairs first to the bouncer guy,
The
don't we? As
scowling
per
bouncer
the thing
blocks the
here.
entrance to the upper floor. The bouncer says that to let you upstairs, you must first get signatures from 2 membership
that's
card
one.
holders. Some of them might be trying
And
their
it's
luck at the machines
given us this
inside
thing
this
about
hall.
the drunk man
You
in the
notice a
dining hall,
patron
so that's
dressed in
his
richer
side
finery
of
than all the
things.
rest,
And the other
grumbling to
side
himself. You decide to ask him
is
why he's
this
so
lady
upset.
here.
Hodder Galgrim explains that
And
Innick,
something
a
else has
former
appeared
friend,
about kitchen
stole
stuff
a
in the basement.
valuable object of his and refuses to give it
So,
back. Rather than get
luckily
his
for
hands
me, I
dirty
did do a
himself,
trial run
he
earlier, so I've
implores
got
you
the
to
map
get the
open.
object back.
And we
The
can
man was
see
last seen drinking enough to sedate a fire
that
giant
one of
inside
the
the dining room. A
things
woman
needs
in
us to go
formal
down
garb
this way.
stands out among the gamblers around her. Talking to her may
I
prove
think this is
useful.
Fanria's objective we're going towards. Okay, that looks ominous. Let's get ready.
The employees startle at your approach. You shouldn't be here! Go back where you belong! They say before attacking.
Oh. So we're supposed to go down there, but we've got to find a key for it first. Now, where do we find this key? What's in there? Employee lounge or employee locker room? I think the key is in the locker room. Oh, that's locked as well. Okay. It's got to be in here.
A grumpy manticore
Nope, that's an
stands
optional. I
in
don't want
front of the
anything to do with
What
that.
are you doing here?
So,
He asks.
we can't get in there.
Let's have a talk.
Oh, this is a bad start. There's nobody in here to talk to, is there? I can't, we can't go in there either. I know that's an optional, that's definitely honest. No, I definitely didn't fight that creature last time. I know it's quite a hard fight as well. So I think I'm going to come back to that. Maybe there was a key somewhere else that allowed me to go down there. Perhaps on the way to the other objective. So the other one is the basement area, which is up that way. Okay. I think
A man
this
wearing
character we
distinctive
need to
finery
speak to.
lounges on the couch. He gives you a knowing smirk, as if he has something on
Oh
his
no, that's an
mind.
optional.
This
Okay,
decadently
collect
dressed
debts,
man
and some of those
offers
can be
you a
quite
reward
tough. So
for
I'm not
obtaining
going
the
to
markers from 3 patrons of the
derail
casino.
us further by
They
doing
owe
that.
him money.
We're going straight for the target if we can get
The man
there.
you are looking for stands by a
Right,
table
so
in
that's
the
our
corner,
drunk
swaying
character.
wildly. If you ask politely, he might return the object Hodder seeks. The drunken man slurs his words, saying he won't give you the object, hot or seat.
Oh,
But he also says that another sip of wine may send him over the edge. You should be able to find some wine in the basement.
we all done here. Yeah. So to the basement. Now, if memory serves, in the basement there's this awful ooze thing, which will absolutely hammer us.
Kitchen workers mill about in this shabby but functional basement, cooking meals
I
to
think
bring
this
to the
is the one we
patrons
get the
upstairs.
key from.
The head of kitchen staff notices you and
So the
beckons you
beast in the
forward.
wine
The
cellar
head
is
of
this
kitchen
gelatinous
staff says
cube,
that if you defeat the
and
fearsome creature in
the
the
only
wine
way
cellar,
I've found
she'll
not to
give
get
you the key
absolutely
to the
nobbled
employee
by it
locker room,
is
where you will
to
find a modest reward.
activate these freezing vent things by using these valves
The fearsome creature
on the
turns out
walls.
to be a gelatinous
That.
cube made of congealed wine. You notice several valves controlling the water
Gotta
system
keep an
along
eye
the
out
walls.
for the cube as well.
Perhaps a rush of water
And
might
when it
dilute the
runs through
monster and slow
the
it down.
ice jet things, it does lose health, so hopefully I can set up enough going that it's gonna maybe it loses speed as well. I'm damned if I'm turning around to find out. Crikey, it's not losing that much speed, is it? Have I... Oh! It's not even losing that much health. I think I've set most of them going, if not all. I dread to think how much weapon damage those ooze are gonna inflict. Oh, Fear Reaper! Just die. Thank you. So now I think we've just got to be patient. We can see his health just slowly ticking down. Is there one valve anywhere that I haven't opened? I don't think so. Oh, crud! Run! No, I think everything is going that should be going. I wonder if I could just go somewhere like here and convince it to just sit there. Is that... Oh, now then. That's more like it. So if I'd have just engaged brain and thought about it a bit, could have done a lot better. Of course, having any kind of ranged again. We're getting a pattern here. I mentioned this yesterday, didn't I? That one section of a quest particularly favoured ranged. Well, so too does this, I guess. I guess we could break out the little shuriken we carry and miss. Okay. We're not really doing a great deal, are we? Would I have been... Yeah, this is just silly because I'm not... How much do you lose through not being proficient? Does it tell me? I don't think I lose that much to hit for not being proficient, do I? I think it's probably more that it's a... Is it a dex to hit? And my dex is probably not... Oh no, strength or dex? I shouldn't be that terrible.
The gelatinous
Okay.
cube dissolves into a pool of
We'll take
muck.
it anyway.
A bottle
Believe
of
me,
wine
that's a
is
lot better
expelled
than
from
the
thing as it disappears.
trial run went.
Now, the head of kitchen staff will give you your reward.
So we'll take our wine.
You procure a bottle of fetid wine from the remains of the gelatinous cube. It's definitely not the good stuff, but it would surely make a good distraction
the
for
job.
an unruly guest. The head of kitchen
And that's
staff
where
is
the key
pleased
comes
with the
from.
way you
Okay, so
vanquished
now we're in
that
business on the
fearsome
other side.
fermented foe. She hands you the key to the employee locker room, where you can find your reward.
Oh, I think we can just teleport back to the main. Yeah, okay. So we'll sort out our friend here.
You step through the painting and arrive in the main hall.
Or will
A
we?
magical
No, we won't,
shortcut
because
to
we are,
transport you back to the
trying to be
central
clever and
location.
teleporting, and I've missed
Clever way of
the
managing the casino's foot traffic.
person we were supposed to speak to in there. Where is it? There. We were supposed to get something off the drunken guy, weren't we? Is it that one? No. Here. There we go. So we get the top hat.
Enoch doesn't notice the rancid nature
now
of
we
the
can
wine you brought him
teleport
until
back.
he's done chugging the whole bottle. When
Okay,
he
that's where
guzzles
trying to
over
be clever
wretch,
gets
the
you.
top hat topples from his head. You give the top hat
Okay,
to
so
Hodder
now
Dolgrim.
we
He
should be able
smiles
to get down
smugly
the
and signs your membership card without a fuss.
alleyway using this key we've got. This silver key we've got should open one of these two doors. I hope. I think we're going to have to unlock one door to unlock another one.
This locker room is filled with the employees' belongings. You spy a chest in the corner, the reward that had a kitchen stagnation, but you also notice a key on the dusty floor.
Oh, blimey, we're getting smashed up here. I can't say I covered myself in glory there, but the one thing I did do was remember to use our blood tribute a time or 3. We got the key.
You find an iron
should
key
help
on
us
the floor
down
of the
the
employee locker room.
alley
This
section.
key unlocks the door to the alley, where the gang leader waits with Fanria's ring. You unlock the door to the back alley. Destitute former casino patrons gather here,
Hello.
alongside miscreants and criminals.
And now
You
we've
see
got
the
another
burly
fight
boss
here. I
of
really
the
should
alleyway
wait for
gang,
the
sitting with a group of
chains to
other
come
gang
off
members.
cooldown, because we're going to be
Maybe he'll
surrounded
give you
here.
the ring if you reason with him. Though you have your doubts. Saying that he'll never concede. So fight you must.
Get rid of the trash and then swap the weapon for the boss beating one. Hopefully we don't do too badly here.
From the gang leader as he falls.
Not
wounded.
terrible.
Now you can return to Fanria.
So
with
we've
the
got
prize.
another one of these little portal things marked here to go straight back to the main section. Give her the ring.
You give the ring to Fanria.
And that's our
She signs the
second membership
card,
thing.
gaining you a signature to show to the bouncer. You receive the second signature you need from a
Now we've got
membership
to remember
card
what
holder.
lies behind
Now
here.
you can return to the bouncer and ask him to let you into the members' lounge.
Oh
The
yes,
lavish
so we've got to
furnishings of
speak to the
casino
dragon
below
guy
are-
to
the
distract
dragon
the
runs up to the casino owner,
casino
and
owner
engages
to
him in a
allow us
frantic
into here.
conversation. Now's your chance to sneak past him toward his office.
And this is
You
where
enter the
the
casino owner's office. It's decorated much like the
ultimate,
rest of the casino, but
end
crammed with
happens.
ledgers and documents. There must be something in here you can use against him.
Oh, hello.
You find a contract.
I've forgotten about these. Well done, me.
The contract stipulates that the signee will be rewarded with the cost, but if and only if the room remains intact. You can't make out the signature, but it seems to be written in the furniture. You hear muffled voices growing louder.
Doing so
from
well
down
there, are we?
The dragon and the
Okay.
casino owner must have
I
completed
think
their
the good
conversation.
news is I don't have to speak to this guy and trigger the end fight until we're
The
ready,
casino
so
owner enters his
we
office.
can
When he sees you, he shouts, "What are you
heal
doing
our
in here?
wounds.
Get out!" You explain the dragon's plight to the casino owner, as well as the
Now this
trials
is an
you've
interesting
endured to make it
mechanic.
this
You
far.
try and beat it down
To
and
your
it just
surprise,
regains its
the
health, keeps
casino
regaining
owner
its health. What
laughs.
you've got to do is guide it
Well,
round the
now, I am
room
impressed, adventurer. The casino
as
owner
best
says.
as you can,
But I can't
let
just
it
let
blow
you
up
take
half
this
the
treasure.
room,
No, you'll have to
and then
tackle
as
one
you'll
last
see if you
challenge.
haven't done it before, the text
I summon
changes,
you to perform your duty.
and you
When the
can
casino
then
owner speaks, a pit fiend appears.
kill the thing without it
Defeat the
resurrecting.
Vault Guardian, and you may have the treasure you seek.
So at the moment, just trying not to get too badly damaged, let the thing blow up half the room.
Now you've done it,
That's it.
fiend.
Okay, that's
The
our
casino
cue.
owner says. Due to your vandalism,
attack.
our contract is now null and void. Try your best to survive.
Come on. Nice. Love that.
Vanished back to its
Okay.
home plane. The casino owner, though perturbed, fulfills his end of the promise and opens the door to the vault. At last,
And this is the scene
at
I
last
particularly
my
like. Look
horde
at this.
is
I know
returned.
inside the bank
The
vault's
dragon
not
shouts
exactly
gleefully.
classic, but
He
the red
runs
dragon
into the vault
surrounded
and
by his pile of
transforms
loot.
back into his native form.
I think
He
that's pretty
curls up
awesome.
in a ball, content to rest among his
This
precious
chest, obviously, it's
treasures.
telling you need to complete all the optionals to unlock, so you're going to be in there a while, I guess, unless you've got a really well-drilled group. And do we get anything? Nope, my luck's still out. I think I've had one piece of armor, and in fact, it's not even done. Got to remember to speak to the dragon.
The
I
dragon
wish
dismisses
he
you
would
with a
stop
grunt.
doing that.
Though he would be content with the
Allowing people
casino
to grab the
burning
end
down,
chest thinking
he
it's
dispels
complete
the fire
when
with
the
a
quest
gesture.
isn't complete.
He nods
Make
in
them
the
speak to
direction
the
of
dragon
decorator
before the
on
end
glittering
chest appears.
floor.
Please,
Your
developers.
prize for retrieving his hoard.
Take the card, does that do anything? No, maybe if I'd taken the card that would have completed it too, but same thing applies. I would like the end chest not to be available to save people from recalling by mistake, because I nearly did then. Anyway, all's well that ends well. I think the first time we did that one, myself and a guildmate, we were in there, as I mentioned, about 40 minutes, so I think I've probably cut the time in half in there, so not too bad. I don't know which one that spell focus mastery or legendary spell focus ring drops in, but at the rate I'm going, I'd be questing for a long time, wouldn't I, before finding anything. So this one, as mentioned, you've got the blue dragon in the middle. It's nice for one thing and not nice for another. The nice aspect is you actually get to fight alongside the dragon in this one, which I liked. But the downside here is that it seems that the dragon can actually die. The end boss can beat up the dragon, and if you don't get in there quick enough and deflect the boss attention onto you, it seems like the dragon can die and take the quest with it, make it uncompletable. I can't believe that's what's intended, because there's no comment about it. It still says speak to the blue dragon. So yeah, I'll have to be very much aware of that, I think, and act accordingly.
As you enter the desert canyon, you can see the blue dragon's fortress perched on the mesa above.
Ooh. I'll say again, quest-wise, I think they're alright. they're fun quests, at least from what I've seen so far. It's just the loot, what there is of it, is fairly...
You've entered the territory of orcs loyal to the blue dragon.
What's a fairly polite word of saying not very good? I guess I just said it. Yeah, but on the fun side of things, I'm not complaining at all. I think they've done a good job. The scenery is nice. Just the fact that we're surrounded by dragons, obviously, in a dragon-themed quest, and I've kind of missed not having that many in and around the game, sort of themed around them. So that side of it I do like. We're looking for a... What are we looking for in here? Anything? No. Why have I even gone down there, you muppet? Look at the map. So we're going from this main room here, aren't we? And then we start looking for levers, I think, to move forward.
You emerge into another tunnel. You can see the entrance of the blue dragon's fortress.
Yeah, this is a bit of a tricky section. The archer's firing from up above, so maybe if I can just try and hide myself from them, dispatch whatever comes down to me. Don't really want to go wandering up there and be exposed to all the fire, but I'm not sure we have much choice. Maybe we can use the invis thing here. I think that worked pretty well. Okay, lever one. Where are you shooting from? I can't even see you. Oh, okay, so we've got a group over there. Maybe we can rinse and repeat what we just did. Oh, we could just fall down like a muppet and make a complete balls of it. Well done, me. Okay, we've got a couple here.
The fortress entrance is here. You'll need to find a way to open it.
So I still need one more lever, don't I? That's... Oh, of course it's over there. Can we do this without making a complete arse of it this time, please? Nope! Oh, God! It would have been so sweet. I would have gone in there, guns blazing. Everybody's happy, but oh no. Instead of which, we've got to have a complete mess. It's handy as well for when you're plagued, the blood tribute. We can still get some 10 hit point defenses, even when normally we wouldn't be able to have anything from like Primal Scream healing. YOLOing in there kind of loses its luster when there's only 2 left. Well, on the plus side, I couldn't have done that any worse, and we're still standing, so we'll take that at least. So now we're on the way to the top that we have opened up. Let's try and remember what's lurking up here. Skeletons, yeah.
The Blue Dragon uses undead to guard the interior of this sprawling fortress. Makes sense. Skeletons don't leave a mess. Unlike those orcs.
Now then, that's obviously the dragon room. I'm going to try not to divert too much from the path as I know it now.
The Blue Dragon lies here.
Okay, so we speak to the
asleep.
dragon, and then
You must
these
know the location
undeads
of
that
the
are
Stick of
scattered
Many
around
Things.
do come to life.
You
I'm
can't
going to end up
rouse
having
the
a fight
unconscious
here.
beast.
This is our
Unusual
protagonist in here that I think ends up
process,
killing the
motioning
dragon
for
if
you to
you
speak with him.
leave him for long enough in
Perhaps
here
he
at
knows
the end.
what's wrong with the Blue Dragon. The Blue Dragon's soul has been ripped out of its body by the Void Card. That would explain why you can't wake him. Maybe if you find the deck
We've got
of
another
many
group
things
in
the
here. So,
dragon
oh yeah,
used,
hello.
you'll also be able to find a way to reunite his soul with his body.
Come on, sometime today. I'm still absolutely incredulous about the paralysis thing, by the way. That if you've followed the discussions here in the past, you'll have heard me bemoaning the fact that paralysis doesn't even give you a sneak attack chance. The thing's not helpless, and you don't actually get the benefit of all your sneak attack stuff, as far as I understand it. So there are instances where people are hoping not to trigger paralysis if they want to do more damage to a target. Right, as far as I can remember, we need to go down here to open the way up into this top left corner where the object we're looking for, the deck of many things, is stored. Even knowing the route, I'm sure I'll find a way to foul it up. Let's just make sure, yeah, so we're going down. Hello, I just had a, you know when you get that spider sensey feeling, I just had a feeling there was something I was missing. Like when I had my old dog, an Airedale Terrier, who was extremely mischievous. Whenever it went quiet, I just got this little tingling. I just knew there was something and she'd be up to mischief. And sure enough, I'd go in the room and she'd be there nibbling away at my dinner. That's one of the few situations, the traps there taking no damage, that I've found evasion to be useful. It seems to be increasingly the case that like the spell damage that evasion would often help to avoid, it seems to be just, oh here's some damage, take it, like in the form of the Nothics in Mithrandir, the force damage. It's just you're taking it, like it or not, unless you can actually dodge it. Okay, now as far as I remember, there's stuff all the way up these stairs, so we're going to go up there with our defences intact, I think. Oh, that's handy. Okay, you stay down there, pal. If I could do that again, I would like to. Think now, where is the... I just walk past it, haven't I? It's in here. don't think there's any opponent in here. It's literally
Based on
just
the
pull
valuables
the
scattered around the large chamber, you
thing,
conclude that this must be the dragon's lair. But
light
there's
the
no
rune,
sign of the dragon himself,
and get
or
out of
the
here.
deck of many things.
Except we've left that muppet down there. Is he going to follow us? Hopefully not. Right, so we are heading up into that. Oh, we're going to have to go through these things. Okay. I think there are a few things waiting for us in here as well, yeah. Oh, remnant.
You
Oh.
find the blue dragon's deck of
I think I could have got away with this. As soon as you touch the deck, you teleport out of here, as far as I remember. So we could have just sneaked up to this thing, avoided that nasty thing in the corner, and just taken this. And then we get teleported into this psychedelic. Look at this.
You struggle to understand your surroundings. It looks like you've
Now, this
been
is really
teleported
something.
to a literal house
Now,
of
unfortunately for us, all the way up here, we're gonna get pummeled by these things. So speed is of the essence here. We do not want to be hanging around and getting smashed from above by whatever's lurking up there. Keep using the blood tribute to try and put a bit of a buffer against all this stuff. And here we are. Okay, so we've got a nasty boss encounter coming here. So let's put ourselves in the best possible condition for it. 11 blood tribute stacked isn't ideal, but hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, I suspect we'll have a few more blood tribute stacked before this is over. Come out of that circle. Strength damage, you horrible creature. Of course it's a shadow. Nice one. Now how can we get rid of the strength damage? Thus, I think touching that's going to teleport us back.
the dragon's soul from its prison inside the mask. Then there's
And
another
then it's
magic
just a
book,
question of
and you
going back
suddenly
to
find
the
yourself teleported back to the
place we started, I think, with the dragon. So if memory serves, we're going to meet the servant guy on the way, and then again at the end. Well, here we go.
The steward confronts you, furious that you've stopped his plan to imprison the dragon. It looks like the steward has another secret. That was not his true form.
Get him.
The steward then
Nice.
but you're pretty sure you haven't seen the last of him.
No, we
You'd better
have
go find the
not.
blue dragon again and try to enlist his
So
help.
as far as I know, he might even be in there right now, pummeling on the dragon. So let's try and make sure he doesn't get his evil way this time.
The steward returns, eager for a rematch. But the blue dragon has awakened from its slumber at long last. And the dragon
He's
is...
focused on us. He should leave the dragon alone, which is absolutely what we want.
The blue dragon
Lovely.
roars, delighted by the defeat of his treasonous
And
underling.
nice to be
You could
fighting
talk to him
alongside
about the
such
death
a
of many
magnificent
things
beast.
while
Look
he's in a
at that.
generous mood.
Lord of the Fortress.
The blue dragon
I'm sure he's got some
reluctantly
tasty
agrees
loot
to
for us.
give you his deck of many things. Clearly,
Not.
these things are extremely dangerous.
One thing that did highlight at the end there, and again against that shadow boss thing, the importance of having the uncanny dodge available, which we didn't have. If you remember, if you saw the arcane trickster life that I did, that was the one big miss from that life against bosses and that type of thing. When you're trying to up the difficulty, you're just getting pummeled, and I couldn't live with the beatings I was taking. Whereas the improved uncanny just means a lot of the time you're not having to take the beatings, so you generally come out on top, which is where we would prefer to be. Right. Just got the last one to do, which I shall save for another time because we haven't, as a little group, had a look into that one yet. Hope you're all having fun with the quests. Too long didn't listen would be. I think they're a lot of fun. I think they're well done, well presented, and what have you. I like to see the dragons involved, and I like the way they've used the dragons. It would have been so easy to just have a dragon boss at the end, and each time you just go and you get beaten up by it. But only in the first one so far have we seen that. We've seen interesting sort of variations in the others, and the pit fiend thing was interesting. Of course, we went in there the first time, myself and a guildmate, thinking, "Oh, why on earth is this thing just getting beaten down and getting up each time?" And after a series of beatings, we did pay attention to the GM text and find out what was needed to be done. Same in that gelatinous cube room. I got absolutely pasted by that thing. In fact, I didn't even realize I was inside one. Surprise, surprise. And then when you come to realize about the ice jets on the walls, suddenly it becomes a whole different ball game, doesn't it? So yeah, I think there's some nice little bits and pieces of design in there, and that's without having seen the last one. Of course, it's if people are looking for XP and loot, I don't think it's particularly great on XP either in heroic or legendary from what I'm reading and seeing. And the loot you can totally do without if that would be your criteria for getting the pack or not. But something fun, something a bit different to do while on a heroic TR around level 10, and then something extra to do at the cap too. Bearing in mind, it seems like it won't be too long now before some kind of legendary progression is going to be needed. I can't see us going from 30 to 36 each time we arrive in at the epic cap for too long before they start making us work for getting there. I guess it'll depend on how soon they put in place some form of reward, won't it? Because they can't have people going all the way from 30 to 36, say, and getting nothing, no legendary life or whatever it is they plan to put in return. So I guess that might be one of the stalling blocks. Right, I'm going to get going now. Thanks very much as always for looking. Happy questing, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.